If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well.
Recently, Joey Swoll has been coming under fire to a career-ending point where a lot of people are pointing at him and laughing and also criticizing him due to a couple of crazy situations he's put himself in after Hulk Hogan's passing, where he ended up posting a photo of himself to it, and then after getting a little bit of backlash because of it, went on live and made some insane remarks, even referring to black people as colored and stating that he didn't know what he was doing when he did that. A lot of people were genuinely upset, and I just wanted to dive in and talk about the situation. But in order to do that, we have to start from the very beginning with how this even all started and who even is Joey Swoll if you're unaware.
Videos like this really piss me off. I am so sick and tired of seeing staff at the gym, especially those that clean, be disrespected and treated like this. These people deserve nothing but our gratitude and our respect. You say you can't make this up. I'm sorry, I can't believe that you're a grown woman that doesn't know better than to make fun of a cleaning lady for doing her job.
Joey Swoll, in essence, is a gym cop. He makes videos on TikTok criticizing people who have not only bad behavior in the gym, but are obviously only going there for attention and making anybody around them uncomfortable, or like in that video, talking bad about the staff that is only trying to help. Criticizing people when telling them not only to do better, but do not go around posting videos like this to get some type of gratitude for what they're doing, when in all reality, they're just looking for attention and it's not right. Not only that, but on his platform, he also praises a lot of good gym behavior he sees. Anybody lending a good hand or anybody teaching somebody how to use gym equipment they don't understand. He also makes a video about showing what good gym etiquette actually looks like and praising it and hoping that his followers or anybody else that goes to the gym that happens to see it will replicate this behavior.
I have a belt you can use if you want it. I have a belt for the sled, so it goes around your waist, so rather than pull it from the tiara, yeah, if you want to try.
Just a regular belt?
Yeah, honestly, keep it.
Huh?
Keep it. No, keep it. It's okay.
Do that.
No, I swear it's fine.
Absolutely love this video. Want to kick the weekend off with some good, positive gym culture. So many people tagged me on this video that my name is literally in the search bar for it. How cool is that? This isn't the first time I've done a video on Shireen because she is the absolute best. If anybody deserves to have millions and millions of followers on social media, it's Shireen.
This type of content would get Joey Swoll to over 1 million followers on TikTok and make him the most notable gym critic on the platform. Unfortunately for him, it seems like his career is taking a complete nosedive after his most recent events in reaction to Hulk Hogan's passing. As after this all got announced that Hulk Hogan was gone, he actually went on Twitter and ended up posting an old video of him in Hulk Hogan characters, I understand dressing up as, but an actual person. This is crazy levels of fandom that no one really needs to reach, especially when it comes to Hulk Hogan, who wasn't even a good person to begin with. He was a known racist and done terrible things. So after he passed, when a lot of people were giving him grace or talking bad about him, Joey Swoll was over here posting things like this. And just so y'all get the picture of how bad of a person he was, I'm gonna read you a direct quote of something he said. I mean, I'd rather if she was going to I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're a little racist. This was in response to his daughter having a black boyfriend. This is not a good guy, and he said even worse outrageous things. So when you see somebody like Joey Swoll, whose whole message is positivity and pushing good culture, especially when it comes to gyms or just in general, you get a little bit confused because it doesn't make any real sense. So obviously people were going to confront him about this, and it actually happened on one of his lives where he slipped up and made one of the worst decisions after already making a terrible decision.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're gonna attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me, he made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life. So
go look at the colored athletes that are supporting him too. That is a crazy choice of words. You can't tell me he doesn't understand why that's an issue at his grown age. There's just no real way. Along with the fact of him saying he just made a mistake. His whole content is criticizing people. He's talking about how what they do should be changed, yet he just seems like it's just one mistake. Everyone makes a mistake, so does it really matter? So what's even the point of making your content? Because if everyone makes mistakes, who really cares? It just seems like he was being pretty hypocritical and not really understanding what he was saying or why what he was doing was bad. Genuinely. And then on TikTok, we have a bunch of people sending a bunch of hate trains to him with a bunch of think pieces explaining why he is in the complete wrong.
Hulk Hogan was a racist, steroid-amped rodeo clown who represented everything wrong with America, and that's why I didn't really care when I heard the news of his passing. I didn't even make a video on it when the news had first broke. That's how much I didn't care. I didn't smile, grin, chuckle, and there were certainly no tears when I heard the news. If anything, I was just disappointed that Hulk Hogan had managed to last that long. So imagine my surprise when Joey Swoll, the fitness community's golden boy, is on live stream ready to risk his whole career and livelihood defending a man who is a documented racist. Like multiple times over, he's been caught multiple times expressing his clear and intense disdain for African Americans. And the fact that I saw Joey Swoll dismiss those remarks as just a mere mistake, Hulk Hogan is a grown-ass man. But that's not a mistake, that's just who the Hulkster was, a hateful, insecure little man. And who cares anyway? Grown men are held accountable to their mistakes all the time. Matter of fact, hold on, Joey Swoll, you built your career off of holding people accountable to their mistakes. So you should understand why people are mad at you right now. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. And then the audacity of him to tell people to go get mad at all of the colored athletes, his words not mine, who also publicly posted and grieved for Hulk Hogan. First of all, deflecting 101. Second of all, we got beef with them too, now what? Very disappointing news all around. But some people can't cope with the idea of their idol being a bad person. It is what it is, but he normally makes good content, so I hope he comes to his senses.
And I do want to be a little honest here. I don't feel like Joey Swoll, if his content wasn't the way that it was, he wouldn't be catching as much flack. Yes, people will still look at him and be like, he is definitely a weirdo, and it's odd that he is defending Hulk Hogan, but because Joey Swoll built his entire content on not only holding people accountable, but calling out the weird actions of others, all of a sudden he just seems like he doesn't want to do that anymore, and he can't hold anyone accountable, especially himself. It's going to be a cool teaching moment to show that, hey, even people like him make mistakes, and he still needs to be held accountable, yet it just seems like he's brushing that all off and not truly caring. It's definitely sad, and it got to the point where he was getting so much flack that he ended up posting an apology.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human, I am still growing, I am still learning, and I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place, and once again, to everybody, I apologize.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I expected it to be, but this apology just seems pretty flat and bland like any other influencer apology would be. You can never convince me that someone doesn't understand that colored is not a bad term. I guess if you need to be educated on that, then that's what it is. Then also the things with Hulk Hogan, it's one Google search away. You're telling me that there was at no point in time where you were able to find out about this information? Literally, you knew his entire slogan, but yet didn't do any type of research to find out any of the heinous things he's done. It just seems pretty crazy to see. But at least he is posting an apology. Some people might have just saw the backlash and just kept it pushing and done nothing. I can give him a little bit of leeway for that. But moving forward, I don't think this is genuinely a career ender for Joey Swoll. If he just doesn't post or talk about it for like the next week, people will instantly forget about it, which is genuinely sad. That does seem like what the case is going to be. He definitely is odd and weird for doing this, and if he genuinely needed education on certain topics, that's one thing, but I feel like the things that he says he doesn't know about is pretty common knowledge that literally anybody would know about. Even with the Hulk Hogan stuff, if you didn't know, it'd been better to take some time, find out, research it before crashing out on a live stream that was literally sponsored, showing off products that you were selling. As long as he does better, people will definitely forgive him, but at the end of the day, that's just how I feel. And if you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to know would be the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. And if you enjoyed content like this, then maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week. I never miss out on a single upload. If you hit that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. That's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.